Joseph, YouTube, welcome to the Coffee Pod. It's Chisha's AI brother here with another story. Hey guys, so I think it's time I finally address a topic that I personally think isn't really getting much attention or spotlight on YouTube, and that is the Benjamin Mendy case. As you guys already know, YouTube is really strict when it comes to these topics, so instead of me saying the R word, I'll just settle for the word R. If you follow football, then you're probably already familiar with left-back French professional footballer Benjamin Mendy. Benjamin Mendy plays for League One club Lorient. It's also worth knowing that Mendy played for Manchester City, one of the best teams in the world. This was, however, before the unfortunate events that have transpired during his career these past few years. Also, please keep in mind that when I say football, we're not talking about American football, we're talking about soccer, which most of the world calls football. And when you actually kind of think about it, considering you use your feet to kick the ball, it kind of makes more sense, right? Anyways, about a week ago, Benjamin Mendy was pronounced not guilty in a pretty high-profile and messy R case, which split social media in half. And when I say messy, I'm talking multiple accusations from multiple women. On the 26th of August, 2021, almost 2 years ago, Mendy was charged under 4 counts of R. And to nobody's surprise, we all know how these things usually go, on the 16th of November, 2021, more alleged victims came out of absolutely nowhere, adding up to 6 accusers. Unfortunately, things would only get worse for Mendy, as more women capitalized on this opportunity to accuse the French footballer. On June 1st, 2022, he was given one more additional R charge. All of this accumulated to 10 separate charges. Yes, 10 different charges from 10 different women, 8 counts of R, 1 count of SA, and 1 count of attempted R. What followed next was 2 years worth of investigations. Listen, they worked hard to try and prove that this guy was guilty. They wanted this man thrown into a Romanian prison. But unfortunately for them, no evidence was found, and Benjamin Mendy was found not guilty of 7 out of 10 counts. This news came in January 2023, and the evidence thus far proved that he was not guilty and cleared on 7 charges, leaving 3 charges to sort out: 1 count of R, 1 count of SA, and 1 count of attempted R. What I really want everyone to understand is how many people wanted this man taken down. Not many people were out here defending Mendy publicly, and you might be thinking, well, why should they? There were still 3 more cases, right? But you would think, after 7 counts were dismissed, the majority of people would question the credibility of the remaining alleged victims. Fast forward to about a week ago, and Benjamin Mendy has been cleared of all charges and pronounced not guilty. This is where we're at now. What's interesting about this specific case is that it really divided people, and the conversation about the turnout of this is everywhere. On one hand, you have people who believe that he is innocent because he's been proven innocent in the court of law, and on the other hand, you have feminist simps and pander bears who think every man in power is obviously a bad person who is capable of R, and Benjamin Mendy is that guy in their eyes. A lot of people wanted to see this man fall, but in the eyes of the law, he is innocent. Personally, I get a sense of satisfaction when I see professional athletes beat these type of cases. Not because I think they are all innocent, but because I think it's crazy that at any moment any woman can make false claims about a man and will not face consequences. It's no coincidence that the more a man grows in fame and popularity, the more women find a way to accuse these rich men of R and SA in hopes of getting paid. This also is horrible for the real victims out there fighting for justice. One thing is clear: though Benjamin Mendy has been pronounced not guilty, his career will forever be affected by the lingering effects of these accusations. The good news is it looks like he might still be able to return back to playing football. But I can't help but think that after spending over 100 nights in jail over false accusations, and barely getting off, who would really want to return to a sport that contributed to you being in that situation? The good thing is that it's over. And after it's all said and done, my question still stands. What happens to all the women who put out false accusations in hopes of ruining Benjamin Mendy's career, reputation, and life? I mean, someone has to be lying. Will they suffer consequences for their actions? Another interesting point worth mentioning about this specific case are the number of professional footballers who would otherwise stay out of the media spotlight but chose to speak out about this case. Memphis Depay, also known as simply Memphis, a Dutch professional footballer, posted this on social media. It reads, "Let's talk about it. All cases dismissed. So what are we doing now? Who is going to help this brother heal? Who's going to be responsible for the damage of his name? Now, how he's going to have his career back? How many years of investment to become a professional football player? Now what?" I've never touched on the subject because I didn't know all the details, but I've spoken to him once through FaceTime while behind bars and faced him on the pitch a couple times. I didn't see any evil in the man. We can't accept this to happen to us as athletes. Who's going to stand up for us in a time of need, not when the damage is already done? Don't turn your head away, people. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention Benjamin spent 134 days locked. Depay brings up a pretty good point. Society isn't educated to view men as innocent till proven guilty. The moment one accusation comes up, even the people who loved and cheered for you will look at you like the monster you may be falsely accused to be. Keep in mind that many professional football players liked and reposted that post I just read. This is unusual in the sports world and even professional football because, like I said, most professional athletes are taught to not have opinions about the specific situation. But what I think is happening is the consistency of these accusations are getting so outlandish that they're probably afraid and thinking, wait, what if it was me? What if I'm next? God forbid you're just an average Joe who doesn't have the money to pay for legal fees. These are scary times we're living in. We need more people talking about the situation. I honestly believe that there is coming a day false accusers will be put on public display in some type of Netflix documentary or something similar. But in order for that to happen, almost seems like things have to get really bad when I personally think that things are pretty horrible right now. Overall, congratulations to Benjamin Mendy, who has been found not guilty, and I'm wishing him peace and a sound mind as he continues to recover from this very traumatic situation. Guys, as always, I appreciate you for checking out another episode of the Coffee Pod. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.